Alright, I started with modeling. From the beginning, having nothing, no agency, working to get photo shoots and good images, and now I'm doing it all over again with acting. My point right now is to film student films, short films. I don't care about being paid, just so that I can create a portfolio, which in acting is called a video reel, which are extracts of my work. So 1 minute has to be concise and show your range in acting and your skill, if you have any. Anyway. I've done so many auditions, so sometimes when they don't provide a script, I will compile a demo of all my other auditions. Or I will use ChatGPT to create a script if they give instructions about a description about the characters. This is what it looks like. Casting Song of Night, shooting August. Okay, I'm looking at the dates because I'm working in the beginning of August. And actually I'm shooting another film, which is gonna be my second. I shot my first in March, a student film, and it went really well. And it was stressful, but I did my best. And now I'm gonna shoot a next one, and we're gonna travel to Albany in upstate New York. It's about teenagers who are pothead and who eventually set fire to the forest by mistake. The shooting is not in another 2.5 weeks. I think I can spare some of my mental capacity for auditions now before we start getting table reads and rehearsals, etc. It's so tricky to pair aspiring acting with current modeling, because modeling is earning me money and acting zero. But for the shoot I'm gonna do in July, for example, I've taken 4 days off. These days I could have been working and earning money, but I'm sacrificing them. Alright, there is this project that just posted this morning. Akin, a former boxer turned nightclub bouncer, has become captivated by Celine. I think I already read that. Oh, they want me to perform a song. Hi, my name is Connell. I'm based in New York City. The song I'm gonna perform for you, I just wrote it. I didn't know what to sing and what would be best for my voice tonight. You left me burn like sawdust, better than an ashtray that you play with any last stray. Really, come on, were you a dream that leaves at dawn? For the night only to be played, and a memory during the day. But life is busy showing you its light shining, but you refuse anything that should expose all the void of your purpose. Right and left you shall seek to know if I'll be fulfilled. Can you truly find a fish out of the water other than the one that has already been murdered? No. Na 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 na. Da 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 da. Yeah, and I think I'll title it After I 95% of all of these things don't lead anywhere, but if I'm enjoying the process, then I can limit, or can I perhaps suppress this disappointment? In the meantime, look at what I've received. Pictures from my photo shoot in Brighton. You're gonna discover it with me. Who's she? Ooh la la. Oh gosh, look at her. I went into the water. It was so cold. And I was shivering, but I was like, if I'm paying for the photo shoot, I'm gonna give my all. I'm gonna get cold. I don't care. I'm gonna do it. And I don't have any pictures at the beach, so that was like, you know what? I don't care. I'm doing it. This is my pajama. I bought it as a pajama, and then when I was booked to shoot, I was just thinking, you know what? It would fit well, like the rocks, the water, the waves, and the frothing. It did work. This is good. Wow. I don't recognize myself because I'm never in such a setting. I love that. Oh my gosh, sexy. Who is she? Wow. GG. Well done. Thank you so much. I have just received another side, which is basically part of the script that you're gonna audition on for another project. And I think I'm gonna work on it today. We're excited to share details about our upcoming proof of concept trailer. A proof of concept trailer is a short, professionally produced visual sample that captures the tone, style, and narrative essence of a larger film project. This is harder than I thought. I swear, if he mentions crypto one more time.
Right. I told you it was a walking red flag.
Kenneth and I slept together.
I told her to sleep with the guy, not. No. I told her to date the guy, not meet him, not fuck him. And then it was like, oh my god, it's already married.
I don't know how it happened, okay?
No, sweetheart. A Manhattan royal boy doesn't court you after he bangs. It doesn't work like that. They get in, taste it, and dip. Sometimes if I have the general vibe of a line, I will say differently, but with the same message. But when it comes to an audition, I don't do that. Because you don't know if the writer is very specific about their script. So I prefer to avoid it. Oh, but look, extracts from my first movie rehearsal. Can I call it movie? Film? I don't know. Maybe I should just put it on the screen.
I didn't mean to cross the line, Sophia. I love you. God, I love you, but it feels like we're running in circles, chasing something we already lost.
Stop running.
Stop running. And this is currently in post-production. I don't know, by the time I post this video, I don't know where it's gonna be, but it was so fun. I swear, if it mentions crypto one more time.
Right. I told you it was a walking red flag.
No, sweetheart. A Manhattan royal boy is not going to court you after he bangs you.
What?
Oh god. At some point my software did not pick up my voice and then I had to manually make them speak. But I still included it because everything else was pretty good. At some point I also fumbled my words, but it felt natural and authentic, so I kept it. But the truth of the matter is also that I don't want to overdo it. Sometimes I'm just thinking, yeah, it is, I've done it, I've given a lot of myself, I've given my best, and no matter how much you do it, sometimes perfection or the one really satisfying take is never gonna come. I don't know if I need it to be perfect. This one is up, and look at this, the one we did last time, they have 2 views. Anyway, whether I can get taken or not, at least it did not go unnoticed, because I have some of them that have 0 views. And it's just really sad. This one, Demo pregnant woman reassuring husband. I used ChatGPT, 0 views. And it was good. I'm trying some outfits on for my character. She's like earthy, boho. The stuff I made myself. Trying to sell my top to be taken. And I'm Pinterest.
This started with kind of real events. Me and my friends made this little spot in the woods, and I had a nightmare that me and my friends sit down, set a fire in the woods. So I thought that would be like a good idea for a film.
You've been so excited.
It's gonna say terrible.
Relax, you're 19.
Good morning. I literally just woke up. The writer of that film I auditioned for, she liked my audition. So he paid off to give my all, and he paid off to work on it really soon as well, so that I can be the first to submit my audition, because I was seen for sure. I'm gonna have a video call audition.
I did just want to talk to you a little bit, about the project.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you from?
I'm from Paris, in France. I love Nell, but I can't keep feeding her delusions. I know these men. I'm sorry, can I do it again? Because when I actually look at this, I'm distracted by the script. First,
Just a little, gets more comfortable.
First, she just sees him like he's some sort of mysterious muse. And then she invites him to her birthday party, to which he shows up with the same girl. I don't know Mars from a can of paint, but I bet this woman is a tough bitch. I mean, if she brings him a bitch from a trusted name, I bet he'd listen. But Nell bringing me, it's lovable. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Alright, so how do you feel?
I feel like nothing like what I had rehearsed. Oh my gosh, did you see that? My first time I fumbled so hard I couldn't even focus. You know what? I got worried. I wanted to laugh so hard, and I'm like, if this happens in real time, if I go to an audition and I mess up that much, I'll be a bit mad. Not much, because I'm just starting, so it's to be expected. My first casting as a model, I wasn't doing so well either. But I'm so glad that she liked me enough to give me so many run through and explain to me more about the characters and giving me more direction, etc., so that I could get comfortable. But still, did you see that first take? I could not remember the words. I was laughing at myself internally, because I was like, this is awful. I know everything off head, I don't need to read the lines. But I feel like when you don't have the lines available, it creates another tension. And I just made it harder on myself than I should have. And especially in auditions, they don't actually expect you to know everything perfectly just yet. And I might do a French accent. My accent is all over the place, as I told her, French, American, and English. But I suppose I'm gonna have a French accent a little bit like this, I feel like any opportunity, literally any opportunity, is a good opportunity, because it's an opportunity to put myself out there and tame my nervousness.
I wouldn't go as far as to say that I'm a victim of my success. But the singing tape I did, it was appreciated, and now I'm requested to do an audition, a self-tape with a script, etc.
You wouldn't happen to have a lighter, would you? No, that was so awful. You don't talk much, do you? See, that's the problem.
I'll be winning up something to say.
You wouldn't happen to have a lighter, would you? Thanks. You don't talk much, do you?
I'll be winning up something to say.
do you?
Not yet.
I have a casting for Victoria's Secret tomorrow. I had another one for Pink in September, so would love to fulfill that dream because I really wanted to work with them when I was younger, like a teen. So I'm just inserting this little information so that I can look back at it and remember, oh yeah, that time I had a casting for Victoria's Secret. Maybe I'll have more castings, maybe I'll get the job, but yeah. Just tried on like underwear and took some pictures. Last time it was around the time they were doing the VS show, so I was like, oh my gosh, is it for the show? But no, it was for Pink, and now it's for Pink too as well. But would love to do it just to fulfill that young teenage dream. We shall see. I have just been casted for the jazzy, smoky, mysterious, flirty girl. I'm a little bit overwhelmed because right now my priority is the one I'm filming next week, and I've just been cast for this one, so I need to get my stuff together and give my all, because I have a lot of free time. That's gonna be the truth. I have a lot of free time and I can do it. It's just I don't want to overwhelm myself, but I think that if I organize my time better, I will succeed. I don't know how the end product is going to look like, but it's 3 roles that offer me experience and more time in front of the camera, and I really want to embrace it fully. Because you told me I could write, and I was thinking that perhaps the last song, if there is one song I should do, maybe the last one could be nice. So this is my draft so far. Locked inside his dream, lines of his desire, gallivanting.
I will be in touch.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you. Bye. It's supposed to rain at 3 p.m. like thunder, so we'll see what happens then. Ready for my other scene, but change of plan, back to yesterday because we didn't finish the scene because of weather, which is kind of hard. It's the end of day 3 and I didn't film anything because today we shot my
main scene. There's the mosquito. Yeah, and how to be in character. So like pulling my camera to film between takes beside, it was very difficult. We had to do like 20 takes of like half of the same scene. And then the other half we did quite easily, but everybody was quite tired by then. And that was my time, but I shone through. I believe I shone through. But yeah, I was focused. Because even when it's not like my shining moment, I need to give my all for all the people who are indeed in the spotlight. Anyway, a long day.
I took a picture of you taking a picture of the camera. Taking a picture.
Oh yeah, it's cameraception. And then
Yeah.
Call it what you want, yeah. Out before.
The other no.
I feel like this is bed and get your head right. See through. By the way, you get everything. But my lips aren't running. Go to God just to walk away.
Thank God I was just about to stop the camera.
on the way to the last scene, the Hawaiian party on the last day. But there will be a fire at the end of the film, and this may be the reason.
What? We're all stream.
It's a run.
It's a wrap.
Or is it a pizza?
Is it a pizza? So thank you so much, and I'm really excited to go through all this footage. This is crazy.
Yay!
So good.
Hi, my name is Sarah. I'm gonna be playing Emily. I'm quite new to acting actually. I started my first lesson last year in October and my first film in March. So this is going to be my third short film. I found out that the artist is actually based on the writer's book. So now that I'm back from filming Smoke Signals, I decided to buy it. And I know I'm only going to film a scene or two, but I still find it a really great opportunity for me to explore building a character from different avenues, from the book, but also from movies and shows that would channel the same energy that I'm trying to exude. And this whole process is quite fascinating to me. Honestly, I've read more than half of the book, and I feel like I have a pretty good idea of what Emily's like. She works at a wealth management firm, which made me first think that she would be serious and not serious, but more, what's that word that's been trending? Demure, in a way. But then, while her friends would like to celebrate in a restaurant in an intimate setting, she's into DJs and partying and stuff. I think that I can incorporate that in my acting. I've read that the stakes for Emily are quite high, and I've also kind of realized that she's quite selfish and that she wants to gain her clients, even if it means putting her friend in an uncomfortable situation, and it's been snaring her I'm friendly, but I want this to happen.
I just got an audition request. I haven't been auditioning, but it's something I've done ages ago. And I can definitely show you, but I will put it in the description so you can click on it, because I don't want to like add more minutes to this video. But I really liked my audition, and they did not give me any scripts. I used AI, ChatGPT, to create a script, and then I modified and made it like a little bit better. And it was very serious. It's about a woman who's pregnant, and then I'm supposed to play a very like nurturing, kind, understanding woman. And I think I did it well. We were impressed by your energy and talent, and would like to invite you to an in-person audition August 21st, 2025. No, hold on. Wait, let me check my calendar, because my August is packed. Because I'm shooting from the 21st to the 24th, which is yay! Great! But I'm not available for the audition. But maybe, if they really like me, maybe I can come the day before, like another time. Okay, I'm gonna figure it out. I hope I can do it.
Okay, nice. One more time. One more time.
I need to use the bathroom, but I'm mic'd up, so I hope it's off.
Remember? Okay. Yeah. We don't need this to please be somewhere. It's very, very like disruptive. Very disruptive.
Did you see that? When it like, whose is this? Like, let's get this out of the way. And I was like, it is my telephone. I'm gonna stop recording. So that's why I haven't recorded. I don't think I delivered a good performance in my focus shots, but we were running so late in time, and I didn't want to ask for another one.
I'm not sure about the end product, at the very least for my own use, but I feel like I might have enough to use for my demo reel. Like I could cut 10 seconds and that might be enough. We'll see. I still haven't seen my first film. Film is not like modeling. The time it takes for production to turn into final product is years. Not years. I mean, it depends on the product, but it takes a really long time. Whereas in modeling, at most is the next year, the next season, or 2 seasons ahead. But it's okay. It's okay. It's part of the journey. Embrace whatever comes your way. And that's what I'm gonna do. And right now, what is coming my way is a good old shower. I need to do all of this.
My first film is being done, and I was just talking about it yesterday. I'm so nervous. I can't show it to you because it's going to be submitted for festivals, and you can't, show it. But she's going to come up with a trailer, and I might include this in this video or put a link or whatever. But at the very moment, I am stressed.
I'm thinking, am I in a good setup right now? Should I put my computer there? Should I put it closer to me? What is done is done. So there's nothing I can change. If it's good, it's good. If it's not as good as I wish, it's not as good as I wish.
It really smells.
I can't believe.
I wish you were that easy.
Ah, bravo! Okay, hold on, I'm hot now. Okay. My performance is good. It makes you want to be in a big production with a big crew of people who are like-minded. My first baby. I did well.
film I was supposed to shoot this week is cancelled. Someone pulled away and the whole thing crumbled. But even before that, the director wanted to shoot one day instead of 4 because he wanted to concentrate all his funds on like a trailer and raise funds for then a December shoot. But that's not happening either. We will still shoot in December as it says, but for now, yeah, it's just the end of this video, I guess. The end of this chapter of my acting premises. And I just can't believe I'm doing it. I think I really thought about acting when I watched The Hunger Games some years ago. But I was thinking, oh my gosh, whenever I watch movies, I'm so affected by them. And then I realized so many people are like that, but it still lit a little candle in my heart. And I always thought it was never the right time to start. I had so many modeling goals. Be a catwalk model for one, have some Dior campaigns, blah, blah, blah. But then I just thought, you know what, it's always the right time if you make it the right time. That's why I started in October, and it took me a moment to make that happen. And then it led me into being so anxious because, you know, right, modeling offers me so much free time, and I was thinking I'm just gonna redeem the time, like always do auditions and la-di-da-di-da. And I was so restive, so anxious because I was fighting against time, so I thought, but I was just fighting myself because I don't know the way. I don't even know the destination. God does. So what's the point of me toiling every day and making myself, you know, so uncomfortable? Not that you should always be comfortable in your life, but this was excessive. I was overwhelmed. Yeah, I just decided, you know what, God knows the way, so let me trust him. Let me trust that he knows the way I take, that he's guiding me. If I just, you know, listen to his counsel, then I don't have to worry anymore. And I can just enjoy the process, the ups and the downs, the cancellations, and the not so good performances. But the stuff I learned along the way, enjoy the process, embrace it all. I'm really happy that I recorded this and that I'm gonna be able to watch this back the same way I watch my modeling videos. You know, where am I gonna be? Who knows? But it's crazy.